Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the 21st Annual Garden State Film Festival located in beautiful Asbury Park, New Jersey. My name is Ming Chen. I am live from the Shared Universe Podcast Lounge at the Berkeley Hotel. I am with
CJ Cullen.
And I have two amazing, strong, strapping filmmakers, gentlemen. No, right here. Right here from the film The Baker. We saw it last night. Yeah. We were riveted. We were inspired.
We were.
We started punching each other.
We had fights outside.
We started fighting.
Was that before or after the tequila?
It was before and
after. Was that the Irish bar?
It was at the Irish bar.
Yeah, outside. Well, we had some Schmiddicks. We haven't had Schmiddicks in ages, right?
Ages. We were inspired.
Went for the Irish.
Inspired. Yeah.
You said inspired? I mean, like led astray. You mean? Is that more?
Led astray is a more
corrupted.
All of the above. All the above.
Yes.
But The Baker, starring Ron Perlman and Harvey Keitel. Amazing film, action, adventure, bread, a lot of bread.
A lot of bread, yeah.
Yes.
Proper bread. I thought you meant like bread.
Yeah, real bread.
Yeah, real bread.
Yeah, like the
playing words.
Like the source of life, bread.
Indeed.
Could you guys introduce yourself? I'll start you with over here.
Yeah.
I'm Ronnie James Hughes. I'm the human punch bag with the bad teeth and the Paul Russian accent. Ukrainian accent.
Yes.
But I don't really give anything away, so.
No, but you play heavy though. You're.
Yeah. I was human punch bag. I think that'd be a good way to.
Yeah, and you got punched a few times. It looked like.
Quite a bit.
Yes, and over here.
Fight.
I'm Tim Fury, originally from New York.
Yeah.
And now I live down in Cayman Islands, and that's how I know Ronnie and hang out with the guy. And we tear it up down there, and he just teared it up last night with Ron Perlman in that movie.
No,
Yeah.
It was great.
So why Cayman Islands?
Yeah, movie shot entirely in Cayman Islands, correct? It shot entirely in the Cayman Islands?
Yeah, so basically there was no COVID in Cayman during the pandemic, 2020. So a guy called Win Sanso, his film producer, and Nicholas Tabrick, they seen an opportunity whereby they brought a film crew down to the Cayman Islands and then shot 4 films back to back with the same crew. But
oh, wow.
That's amazing.
So they were really trying to...
And as I saw it, it was right at the beginning of the pandemic when you guys shot down there, right? March, April.
Literally for like 6 months they shot.
And
4 films in 6
smart
months.
move. I got you the little whole cast and crew down there had to quarantine for 14 days, and after that, no masks, nothing. They knew you were clean. You're in an isolated area, and there was no other COVID around.
But there was always testing. Well,
sure.
Actually, in the early stage, we still hadn't done the whole testing thing yet. But like, there was no COVID anywhere, so it was kind of like a. I don't know what's the word they call it, where somewhere's like a nirvana.
Yeah, it was like a sanctuary almost,
though,
like an oasis.
Elysium, that's it.
Elysium.
That's the word I was looking for.
Oh, it's even more poetic.
Yeah.
I live half the year in New York. Well, when it's warm, I won't ever do winters.
Right.
So
Smart.
I spend,
That's smart,
when it's cold here, I go down there and spend my time in Cayman Islands. And then COVID came, and all my friends in New York, like, dude, don't come back.
Don't come back. There's no. do not come back.
It's not worth it.
Right.
And I'm like, oh man. I'm like, all right. So I stay down there. I have a wife, 2 kids, and then next thing you know, I buy a house, and my kids going to school 2-minute walk. From the house, and I'm like, ooh, this is a good life.
Yeah.
And it's pretty easy. So it was paradise. I understand. Because when you guys are all, you can't shake hands, you can't hug, you can't kiss. Down there, people are playing sports, right? They were doing activities.
They're living a normal life.
They were shaking hands with each other, And when you say hello to a lady, you can kiss her on the cheek, And then that, it felt, I felt guilty.
And your wife, you say that to your wife, yeah.
I felt guilty being down there, but it was awesome at the same time.
So how did you get involved with the film?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm a good friend of Ronnie's. When I first came down, when I was visiting, I started training with Ronnie. And Ronnie doesn't want me to tell you the story, but
I'm going to tell it anyway.
I'm from New York, right?
Okay.
I want to get some training with this guy, and I heard a lot about Ronnie,
Yeah.
so I go to his martial arts academy, and I walk in, and he's like, "All right, you want to train?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "All right, let's see what you got," and I'm like, "Yeah, all right." He's like, all right, so come at me. I'm like, nah, man, I'm not going to come at you.
I just met you.
No, he's like, come at me with everything.
This is the induction process for everyone.
Yes.
You feel what you got, And I'm like, wait a minute, I can hit you? He's like, yeah, you can hit me. I'm like, wait a minute. Are you going to hit me back? He's like, no. So you can't hit me, and I can hit you full force and go. I'm like, dude, you're messing with the wrong guy. I'm like, dude, I'm from New York. I'm gonna mess you up.
Yeah.
So he's like, all right, let's go. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
Pull a
yeah,
knife
man.
out and rob me or something.
Dude, I was like, yeah, let's do this. And then, I'm swinging away. He's just, jumping around.
Sidestepping,
Dude, he's missing.
like,
I'm
yeah.
swinging, and he's just ducking. And, I couldn't get him connect with
Yeah.
one thing with him, right? And then after, a minute of doing this, I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, he flips me
down.
and puts me in a chokehold.
Yep.
And and I didn't know, you could tap out at that point. I didn't know the tap out roll.
Right.
I'm like, so anyway. Yeah, I didn't last long. I lasted maybe, minute 30 seconds.
Wow. All right, so that was lesson number 1, humility. Lesson number 1, humility.
Yeah.
Be humble. And lesson number 2, you need training.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah.
I thought I was a good fighter until I met this guy.
Yeah.
So, no, we trained for a while, and it was great. I became very humble. And I realized that, dude, I didn't know a thing, and I thought I was a good fighter.
Yeah.
Just because I'm from New York, I could say, hey, I'm from New York.
Right.
I'll kick your ass.
How did you guys get this script in front of you? Did you meet somebody who was like, hey, I got, and how'd you come upon the script, this project?
So basically, long story short, I have the gym in the Cayman Islands,
Yeah.
and they were going to use it to film the fight choreography.
Yeah.
So they were already in town and everything like that. And then the director seen me and was like, "Do you fight?" I'm like, "Well, sleep these days, but yeah."
I have fought, yes. I can fight. Ask this guy over here. Yeah, he can fight. You can fight.
I got the video footage.
Yeah.
So, long story short, basically, the director was like, well, instead of flying someone in all the way from, he says, let's see if you can do it. So I did a screen test with the French stunt guys who like choreographed everything, Vincent Bouillon, Ben Milord, Jan Breuer, and Big Vincent. So they're part of a French fight choreography team, stunt team. They're amazing people, so I have to give them a shout out. They trained me for a week in regards to the fight choreography, and then Ron Perlman gave his approval, and the next thing you know, I'm speaking Ukrainian in a bathroom, getting beat the crap out of by Hellboy.
Getting punched by Hellboy.
It was a great scene, but what about the bad teeth? You don't have bad teeth.
Well,
Yeah, they're very nice. I mean, they're nice.
for English people, they're not bad, but
Yeah.
English people and tea and all that.
Sure.
Or
Yeah.
coffee. What was the question again? Sorry. I was just
Oh, the
thinking.
teeth.
Oh, right, teeth. Yeah.
Prosthetics.
No, so basically, I didn't even know about it, but then, like, when they'd done the dailies a couple of weeks before, one of the guys ad-libbed this line, big Ukrainian, heavy, bad teeth. And I'm like, okay, do I have to kind of, like, black my teeth out or something? So in the end, I went to my friend who's a brilliant dentist that says, I need, like, silver teeth. He's like proper ones? I'm like, yeah. So I came back in on the day with the silver fillings and everything like that, and the director was like, so yeah.
Yeah, you went full method then, though. You went to a dentist, expert.
Well,
Like,
yeah, I mean, I wasn't going to get them anywhere else. It was like,
mess up my teeth. Like, okay.
well, I remember the director was kind of like, I see the character as a cross between Bullet Tooth Tony and Conor McGregor. So I was like,
That's a great description.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jaws, I guess, from James Bond.
Yeah,
A little bit of Jaws,
6'10"
James
or
Bond.
whatever that guy was before.
Yeah. That's fantastic. How'd you get involved? Who slid the script under your door? Or,
No. I stand in the background and potentially financed things.
Yes.
Not this film. They already had the financing and everything in place. But Ronnie wanted to really teach me a little bit more about the industry.
Yeah.
And it was in Cayman, and I'm like, yeah.
I think personally, films, and I said this to a few people, is I think that film, music, art does more to change the world and influence people than religion, politics, and
for
laws
sure.
ever can.
It sticks in your mind way more than those two.
And growing up as a kid, movies was my best friend. I spent a lot of time alone. I had a great childhood, but my education came from movies.
I learned everything I needed to know by watching Star Wars. So yes, it worked out. So
and so many things that you pick up. I remember being in school and the teachers, can you tell me a word? I was 5 or 6 years old, and the teacher's like, can you tell me a word that maybe people don't know, like a big word? And I went, xenomorph. And she went,
whoa.
Beg your pardon? I was like, xenomorph. She was like, where did you hear that, Ronnie? I went, the film Aliens. She's like, what?
Yeah, James Cameron, 1986.
Brother was had me watching that about 20 times.
Sigourney Weaver, yeah.
The second
Michael
one.
Bean, always the second one. Always the second
Always.
one. Always. All I need to know is where they are. Yes.
Brilliant. Some brilliant lines. That one.
Yeah.
Tim's like a brother to me in regards to our training. just hanging out. We have a great life in the Cayman Islands, and I'm just over the moon that he came here to support the film as well. So
Yeah. And you have, I in my opinion, the best fight scene in the movie.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Yeah?
I disagree. I
That's a
think
pretty
the
good
bread
scene.
truck fight.
Yeah.
That one's good.
That was good. That was good.
But that was 2-on-1. As a terms of one-on-one, mano-a-mano fight.
I think
pretty
it's the
good
one that, I mean, for me, the in the bread truck, once it's him one-on-one, like that whole continuous scene,
Yeah.
it's really well edited and put. I know they stitched it, but like the way it was choreographed is just absolutely brilliant. I think all the fight scenes, but like I said last night to people as well, I think that as much as there's visceral and kind of a lot of violence, Ron and Emma, the actors that played Delphi and the baker, their performances and their connection they have was brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
For me, though, Elias Cortes, and Elias, if you're watching this, fucking love you both.
Yes. No, you're
Yeah,
good. No,
it's
of
good.
course.
No,
You're
you're
good,
good.
of course.
I fucking love you, brother.
We're not in church, my
All
friend.
right, that's
no,
good.
we're at a
That's
film festival.
But that dude is fucking phenomenal. He steals the show. Like,
Yeah.
you just saw all the way through.
Yeah. So you're seeing how long did that take to choreograph? How long did it take to shoot?
I think it was about a week to choreograph and prep for, and we did all the building blocks, and then it took, I think it was 2 days to shoot.
Yeah.
It might be 1, I can't remember. I do remember at the beginning, I was very nervous. It was my first time on scene, or on screen doing
Yeah.
anything really. And you stood opposite Hellboy.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
you fight
He's there.
Hellboy,
He's,
yeah?
I've met him several times. He's intimidating.
Yeah, it's very
He's
intimidating. I had a conversation with him. I was intimidated.
Yeah.
And he kind of looks through, he's got like those blue eyes,
Yeah.
kind of like,
Yeah.
and he's just
You know,
like,
he's judging you. It
yeah,
seems
he's
like, yeah.
what's your problem, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, that's his favorite word.
Yeah.
I don't know who says it more between him and Samuel L. Jackson, to be honest with you, but
It might be him.
I think it might
It
be.
might be him.
But he's, yeah, it was just great. I mean, the whole thing from start to end was like a dream for me.
I was
Yeah.
working with the child, the young girl.
Emma, I didn't get any scenes
Yeah.
with Emma,
Yeah.
but she was
Yeah.
coming to my
Yeah.
gym, she was training, things
Oh,
like
wow.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, she's honestly, that kid's going to do great things. She's
Yeah.
doing great things now. She's in Teen Titans. She's in
Yep.
all kinds of stuff. But
Yeah.
so talented. I think that what she does with very little, minimal dialogue
Yep. No. Yeah.
It's
one
all
line.
emotions.
One line.
was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And at 9 years old, I think she was 9 then, like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
So last night, was that your first time seeing it with an audience?
No, I'd seen
Okay.
it once at the Austin Film Festival.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
yeah.
That was back in, I'm going to say November. I think it was November.
Yeah.
So I'd seen it there, and like,
Was that Austin Revolution? Was that the Austin?
nah,
Revolution?
just the Austin Film
The
Festival.
Austin Film Festival. Yeah.
And basically, to see it on the screen, and then like you're looking at everything, you're trying to still stay disassociated. Be like,
Sure.
oh, I know that place.
Yeah.
Oh, that's when we're doing that.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, that's me. Like, yeah.
yeah, it's a very different experience. But I mean, I'm not being biased. I think for what they did, with the budget they did, and how it turned out, I think it's a gem of a movie. I think it's the best work that Ron Perlman's done in like ages.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of great things.
Yeah, it was great. We were wondering about the budget. Can you reveal ballpark, or is that? Do you guys know? We were just wondering.
I'm thinking
'cause it looked great.
Yeah,
it
no,
was
no,
shot
we're
great.
making our guesses.
I
They're
think
making
I think
guesses.
it's less than
but-
10 million.
Less than 10. Okay,
Yeah.
that's surprising
Yeah.
because it
Yeah.
looks way more than that.
And Cayman, everything's more expensive, so
Sure.
Yeah.
it's even more impressive.
Yeah, that's
wow,
true.
yeah.
The great part about watching the movie last night was, I live in Cayman,
Yep.
and then watching the scenes, I'm like, oh, I know where that is.
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting next to Ronnie, I'm like, hey, dude, where'd you film that shoot? Where was that shoot at? You know? And it's like, oh, that was in the West Bay area. That was in
Yeah,
this
yeah,
area.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know? I'm like, oh, the East End. Are they going to pass by my house?
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, oh, I'm going to see my house in the movie. You know? So it's so awesome to watch the
Yeah.
movie and the scenes
Yep.
and try to figure out where they filmed it.
Yep, that's
in
awesome.
Cayman, yeah.
That's cool.
You said
And
they did four movies back to back. Were you involved with those?
I wasn't involved in the first one, which is Daniel's Gotta Die, which is being screened today.
Okay.
That's a great film with
Yeah.
Joel David Moore. He's absolutely brilliant.
Oh, he's amazing.
Yeah.
I worked with him on a whole season on a TV show. He's
Oh,
amazing.
He's brilliant. He's such a lovely guy as well. Non-stop energy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll have some what you're having,
Yeah.
as long as it's coffee.
Yeah.
So yeah, they shot the 4 films. I was involved with the Baker. Then the second one they did was the Retirement Plan. That was with Nicolas Cage, Ernie Hudson,
Wow.
Ashley Greene. It was like just a smorgasbord of like talent everywhere.
Yeah.
And so I can give it away, but like I kind of get killed in that one as well.
Nice. Okay.
So I've been killed by Hellboy and Ghost Rider.
right.
So
Twice.
I can die a
Twice on
happy
screen.
man.
That's a badge of honor, my friend.
So, yeah.
Not many
Sorry
people
to
can
ruin
say
the
that
spot.
at all.
Yeah, Nick Cage was a trip, man.
Yeah.
That's what I hear. That's what I keep hearing. So
It looked like he was on a trip anyway.
yeah, I love that you guys came all the way from the Cayman Islands. I know you're part time there, but still, you still had to fly up
No,
here.
full time now.
Full time. Okay.
I'm stuck down there.
Okay, and I love that.
But you still come up here,
You
though,
still
right? You
came
said
up-
sometimes.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I have an
'Cause
office
you
in New York City.
Yeah,
But it's well managed, and they don't want me in there.
Yeah.
Because I'm the
yeah,
boss.
you pay the
Are you gonna
rent.
sneak in
They
while
don't
you're
want
here?
them.
You're gonna come up here and
I don't
sneak
want
in?
the boss there. They like get
Yeah.
out. I come up, I take them out to dinner, and then
Yeah.
go back because it's too
Like,
cold.
good job, guys. All right, see you later. Well, thank you for braving the cold
Good
here.
job. High fives all around.
Yeah. Thanks
Well,
for-
you're on the Jersey Shore now. You were talking about, Long Island, Hamptons was the place.
Yeah.
You haven't been here too often. What do you think of the Jersey Shore?
I grew up in Long Island,
Yeah.
so it's easier to get to the Hamptons
Sure.
for me.
Yeah.
But my wife and I came down to the Jersey Shore, a few times. I've never been here. I had no idea. I'm like, what is this
Asbury?
place? How
Pretty
the
cool,
hell
my
is-
friend.
How have I never
Pretty
been
great.
here?
A little
It's got
history, a lot of
boardwalk,
history.
It's got nice restaurants.
Yeah.
The hotel we're staying at is
Cold and
phenomenal.
freaking
Yeah.
rain. I know that much. When we came out the hotel
We're
today,
talking summer,
Yeah,
It's-
summer, yeah.
And it's not the Jersey Shore
You
you
guys
see
are
on
staying at the
MTV.
new hotel,
This
right?
is a
Yeah.
nice area.
Yeah, when it's like this, we just go to the bar all
we
day.
literally came out the hotel like, and 'cause we didn't really look at it much.
Oh,
We
yeah,
came
yeah.
out and like literally just went, what the? Like,
Yeah.
literally, we got these umbrellas. They're just like falling apart.
Yeah.
Crazy thing. This is the first time I've wore pants in 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my thing. I'm in Cayman. I don't wear
Wow.
jeans.
Good
I wear
goal to
shorts.
not have to
Yeah.
ever wear pants again,
Yeah.
for sure.
We actually got we got a taxi from that hotel to this.
Oh,
hotel.
I don't.
You
I
did?
won't.
I didn't
Okay,
want it.
we
And there was a
won't-
guy that was just stood like he just pulled up. He dropped someone off.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, can you just drop us over
Yeah.
there? He's like, I'll pay
Yeah,
you
but-
$5. He's like, yeah.
Okay,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
sure.
Why not?
5. You gave him 20.
I didn't. I gave him 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you
I
were a
told,
little
no,
too generous.
Sorry, I
for-
told him I was going to give him
1 minute
I
trip.
told him I was going to give him 20.
You might want to double check that. You might want to check that.
Gave him the 5 and ran.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, thanks for being here, guys. Thanks
Thank
for
you so
jumping
much, Alan.
in.
It's been much
And do you know what are the future plans for the Baker? Acquire distribution, unless it has it already. I don't know, but
The best person has to be Nicholas Tabrick, who's here
Yep.
last night.
Okay.
He's not back in, so it's just kind of me and my uneducated self.
oh yeah, no,
like,
no sweat,
representing
no
him.
sweat.
So
Thought
I
I'd
can't
ask.
say. I do know it's went to the American film market,
Yep.
and some of the other films
Okay.
have got distribution. I just don't know the specifics.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not going to be a tough sell. So
Well,
yeah,
I think it's
I'm
more
sure
to do
it'll
with. I
be
think they've had
opposite.
offers on it. It's just whether they get the offer that they want.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
absolutely.
Sure. Thank you guys so
Yeah,
much
great.
for
Thank
being
you very
here. Thank
much.
you for coming to the
Thank you
festival.
for last
and,
night. It was good fun.
Oh, good fun. More to come, my friend.
No,
it's
no,
not
Irish
over.
pubs
Yeah,
and
it's
not
Anthony's
over.
over here.
Yeah,
It's not over.
We've
Now
got
I
to
have
go
my
home and
coffee.
sleep.
I can keep
Oh yeah,
going.
no, yeah, we got plenty of that. Take as much as you want. Our home is your home. So
Yes.
yes,
We
for
appreciate
sure.
it, guys. Thank
For
you so
sure.
much.
Thank you guys for watching. Get down to the festival. Come check out all the films. GSFF.org. Stay tuned. We got more interviews coming for you all day. Thank you, CJ.
Yeah.